U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Calling a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, here's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Walker. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. For the Vikings, it's 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're avoiding giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Keanu Benton drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Ball again. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop it behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. 3rd down, it's Willis.
Oh, that's a bad
His
throw.
first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes...
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Willis.
Right back to the hand.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mark up.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. A give running right is Hall. And a stretch out only about a yard up to the 42. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll bring the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Straight ahead is Hall. Tackle made there by Ps5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Willis to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Ps5 with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape. And
they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give to Hall running right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Oh, my fucking.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They go play action with Willis. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Leaping, boy.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Willis rushing into the line in a hurry here. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Willis now off play action. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. Now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waiting moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Man, get the... Bro, he wasn't even was swiping at you, bro.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get to it right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. For 22 more yards there and another first down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage. But he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Packer pressured, and down he goes. Miles Murphy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Can't score on the 68th perimeter defender.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to. They're down on the scoreboard.
Willis throws another interception. His 3rd of the game. And he will bring it back to the 40-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens and things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver.
Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, his 14th touchdown of the year. Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Early ass body type for no reason. Gas nigga.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hall want to give up the middle. Muscles him off. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. And quickly, they get to the line.
Put that. Can't believe they made him miss that.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Willis takes the snap. They're going for it.
Late, bro.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on left. Here's Hall. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Running left, it's Hall. And he loses the football a second time. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 on first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Tua going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Been over if you would have just hit square under the damn basket.
To throw, here's Willis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Willis looking to throw it. He gets it underneath to Hall. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, here's Willis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jesse Bates. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. shy of the 10. 15 yards there for number 15. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one too low. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Hall again. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Two and now on 1st down. To the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A handoff for Hall. A little juke. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run with Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's a give to Hall. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Play action. Here's Willis. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but he will still bring it on the 4th down.
And I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll try and run for it. Nifty move. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. On first down, right back to Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hall again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Play fake. Here's Willis. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point forthcoming. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Okay.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and